I'm Mary Jacobson, and I'm happy to welcome you to Port Media Open Studios. Today, we're devoting the show to Newburyport Pride, coming up the first weekend in June. We're fortunate to have two of the three co-chairs with us today to talk about the festivities and their significance for our community. Dr. Lori Tarah is here. She resides in Newburyport with her two daughters and is the founder of Full Circle Classrooms, devoted to consulting with schools and coaching educators in project-based learning and student engagement. She also runs Code and Circuit of Amesbury, which is a nonprofit dedicated to providing STEAM and computer science education for youth. Lori, welcome, and thanks for taking time to come here.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Tara McGregor is also here. She's one of the three chairs of Newburyport Pride, along with Lori, and is a community youth worker here in the city of Newburyport. Tara, thanks so much for coming to Port Media Open Studios.
Thank you so much for having me. This is incredible, and I'm really excited to share some information with you guys today.
Excellent. Well, I thought we might start with the origin story. Lori, could you tell us the story of how Newburyport Pride got started?
Absolutely. This is the first year that we've had an official Pride board, and that came from some organizations planting seeds in Newburyport over the past 2 years. Riverwalk and Sweet Paws has held events the last 2 years, which have been outstanding, as well as Bar 25 has hosted an event the last 2 years. And Sarah Lord has hosted Pride in the Port, which is a cruise that happens, and this will be the third year of that. And it was last spring when a few of us decided that we wanted to make a weekend of Pride. And we contacted Tara because we wanted it to be inclusive, diverse, we wanted it to include youth. And after the weekend of events that happened, we met and said, how can we grow this? And that's where we decided to create a board and move forward with something that was representative for all of the individuals in the community, diverse and inclusive for Pride 2023.
Well, it's been a lot of work, and it's been a little while coming, but it sounds like it's just blossomed into a full weekend of activities, which will have something for everyone. So that's a great story. And you've touched upon many of the major institutions in Newburyport with Sweet Paws and the Brewing Company, after all, and Bar 25. I mean, these things are critical to life in Newburyport. Well, this is the first year that there will be a parade. And so I'm guessing that you're both pretty excited about that. Tell us about the parade, how it came to be, and what you expect it to be like.
Yeah, so the parade is really the large project that we've taken on because, like Lori said, so much of the work we've been doing has been collaborating with local businesses and agencies and organizations that have already been performing the labor of Pride and offering a city official weekend to kind of pull all of those together. But the parade is a large project that we've taken on within the board because we feel it's an incredibly significant and important part of Pride celebrations. The first ever Pride Parade happened in 1969 to commemorate the Stonewall riots. And at that time, it was an act of protest. And we have seen over the last decades that act of protest become an act of awareness and to bring visibility to the community and to bring celebration to the community. So we felt very strongly when we first got together that a parade was going to be a pivotal part of honoring the history of the LGBTQ community and kind of incorporating that legacy into our celebration. So while it's been a massive undertaking, we have finally gotten through the process of collaborating with the Chamber of Commerce and the Mayor's Office and the Parks Commission and City Council to finally pull together an event permit to be able to bring a Pride Parade to Newburyport. And we're incredibly proud to be able to do so and really looking forward to welcoming some wonderful agencies and organizations who will be marching with us.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I can only imagine how much work it's been, but work for a really important purpose. and it's always I know it will just be a very, very festive event. Now, I think the route, can you tell us the route and
Yes.
the time and the day?
Yes, so the parade will be happening on June 3rd from 12 to 1 p.m., dependent on how long our parade is. We may end up wrapping up a little bit earlier, but we wanted to leave a window so that everybody who wants to participate is welcome to do so. We will be meeting at the Bartlett Mall and marching down Green Street, right past City Hall and our beautiful rainbow sidewalk that the mayor's office has been repainting last week with DPS. And we'll be ending at Waterfront Park, where we'll join the Chamber of Commerce's Spring Festival, which we're really excited to be a part of as well.
Double the festivity.
Yes, exactly. Plenty to do that day.
Well, and can anybody just come and join in the parade or watch, or do people need to sign up, or how does that work?
So there is a registration system to march in the parade itself, just because we need to be aware of how many people to anticipate and what our potential impact on the downtown area might be. We're working really closely with the mayor's office and the city marshal to ensure that we're keeping things safe. So we are asking that all groups that are interested in marching register on the Newburyport Pride website, newburyportpride.com, by May 17th.
Okay.
And at that time, we'll be able to have kind of an accurate estimate.
Right.
That said, if there are groups that are interested that missed the deadline, we'd love to talk with them and try to incorporate them in some way. And of course, the community is welcome to come out and line the streets and watch this incredible and monumental inaugural parade go down through our community.
I'm quite sure there will be lots of colorful and festive clothing.
Hopefully, here's hoping. It's going to be a visual experience.
Well, that's just one of the events you have planned for a whole festive weekend. Tell us about some of the other highlights that will be happening, and what's the kickoff?
Yeah, so the kickoff is going to be on June 1st at the Sunset Club from 4 to 8 p.m. Susie over at the Sunset Club and her staff are incredibly supportive and incredibly excited to kind of kick off Pride. We're going to have a DJ down there, a photo booth, some great food and drink specials. We're going to be highlighting local businesses and businesses kind of from throughout the country that they work with that are queer owned and operated. So we're really excited to kind of do that. And it will also be a fundraiser for NAGLY, the North Shore Alliance for Gay and Lesbian Youth, because it's very important to us that we're not just offering celebrations, but we're also performing, the work of uplifting the community as well along the way. So that one's going to be amazing. It's open to all ages. It's open to families, anybody who wants to come and help us kind of get things rolling. On Friday, we'll be having a ceremonial flag raising at City Hall with the mayor from 4 to 5 p.m. And that evening, we'll have a youth dance at City Hall for high schoolers. And Lori has an event happening at the Elks Club. Do you want to speak a little bit about that?
So then at the Elks, we're having a comedian as well as a DJ dance. And that will be Friday evening, prior to the parade happening Saturday. And post-parade, Bar 25 is again hosting for the third year an afternoon dance, a tea dance, from 1 to 5 prior to a firehouse performance.
Yeah, there's a great event happening at the Firehouse. Natalia Zuckerman and Melissa Ferrick are going to be doing a performance there. We're very excited about that. And then Sunday is the Riverwalk event that they're bringing back for, how many years has it been now?
This is their third year.
Incredible.
Tell us about that.
Lori can definitely speak to that one more.
Sure. So the Riverwalk event, they partner with Sweet Paws, and Sweet Paws Rescue collaborates. They put on a barbecue. It's a very family-friendly event. You can bring your dogs. Dogs are encouraged to come in Pride attire, and they get to participate in the mutt strut, walk the red carpet. It's a very joyful day for all, and that is our Sunday event prior to Full Moon Drumming, which will happen on Plum Island Sunday evening.
Well, you've thought of everything.
And there's more that didn't even make the list, so make sure you take a look on the website. We're holding a window decorating contest downtown. We have 25 businesses that have signed up to decorate their storefronts, and the community is welcome to vote on their favorite, and we will be awarding a plaque to the winning business. Newburyport Art is hosting a queer art gallery for the whole month of June, highlighting local queer artists. Monday night, there's an event at the Screening Room in partnership with the Newburyport Documentary Film Festival to screen How to Survive a Plague. Lots of things happening over the course of the weekend.
It just sounds incredible. It's so inclusive, too. That's just the other thing that strikes me as you talk about it, of, the whole community. And one of the things that I wanted to ask you was to talk a little bit about what makes this type of event, what makes a Pride event in a community important? How does it benefit everyone in the community, and what impact do you hope that it will have on everybody who participates, or even just everybody who witnesses and observes or hears about it?
Yeah, I think that the significance and importance of Pride events vary from person to person. But as I kind of touched on with the parade, Pride is celebrated in the month of June to honor the Stonewall riots, which are widely regarded as the catalyst for the modern queer liberation movement. And we honor the legacy makers, the trans women of color who really started that fight to further the LGBTQ community and their rights here in the country. And being able to now, all of these years later, look back and recognize the change and the activism that played a role in really bringing the LGBTQ community and their issues to the forefront of society, advocating for their rights, advocating for their visibility, is hugely important. But it also serves the purpose of looking forward, too, because there's still work to be done.
Yes.
We're definitely not done.
Yeah.
And taking the time to celebrate the history, look forward to the future, keep these conversations at the forefront of society is of the utmost importance. And when you zoom down on a more micro level here in our community specifically, we're looking to create visibility. We're looking to offer spaces that are safe and inclusive and welcoming for our neighbors and friends who are in the LGBTQ community, and also for allies who are looking to uplift people in their community and to show their support and engage in really important dialogue along the way. So we're really excited to be able to bring something like that forward. On a personal level, as a youth worker, we see data showing that our LGBTQ young people are at an incredibly high risk. And in self-reported data through the Trevor Project, we also see that one of the largest impacts we can have to really uplift and support our queer young people is offering them safe community and safe family where they feel visible, they feel seen, they feel heard, and they feel respected. And so being able to bring celebrations like this to show our community that we see them, we honor you, we support you, we celebrate you, these are life-saving things that we can do to really make a better future for our young people.
And the outpouring of support from businesses, from organizations, from families has been tremendous.
Wonderful.
We can't thank the community enough, and the surrounding community. The board members who volunteered to spend this entire year planning, the volunteers who came on board to help support each of our events, and then the businesses, organizations. The Wolf Club is a major sponsor. Everyone that has come to support the planning of these events, we can't thank enough. We're so grateful for all of the support.
That's a great point. I think it's really important to recognize that while as a board we have worked really hard over the last year to bring this together, it could not have happened without all of the people that are interested in supporting and seeing this come to light. And it really feels like this is like a pivotal time here in Newburyport where people are looking for opportunity to engage in activism. They're looking for opportunity to really establish Newburyport as a safe and affirming and welcoming community. And I think that's part of what makes our city so special.
Yes, I agree with you. Newburyport is a wonderful place, and everything you're describing is another way of just articulating what makes our community special. And it strikes me that this is a pivotal time everywhere.
Absolutely.
In our community, in our state, in our country, around the world, really. And it strikes me that, as often been said of democracy, you have to continually work to keep it. I think that an inclusive community and a community that celebrates everyone is something that we all have to continue to make happen. We make it happen, and that's what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Is that the Pride event is our way of making it happen, which I think makes people feel happy and good. So no wonder it's such a festive event. And you've both done a wonderful job. You've been very eloquent about what makes it important.
Oh, thank you.
And you've done a wonderful job of coming up with so many fun things.
I think the bulk of the events was because we wanted to have events that were for everybody. Like, not everybody is going to want to come out to a concert at the firehouse. Not everybody is going to want to go to a pet parade. But the people that want to go to a pet parade have a pet parade. The people that want to see musical performances have a place to be. The young people have a dance to attend. There are opportunities for everybody. And that was a really important part of our planning process in those early stages was, how do we create spaces where everybody has an opportunity to be part of something larger than themselves?
Yeah, which is just wonderful. Well, I think at this point we should repeat once again where people can get information. We've been talking about a lot of events, a lot of dates and times, but people are probably going to want to be able to look stuff up because for people who don't want to miss the pet parade.
Right, absolutely.
So once again, please repeat where people can get information about all the events and the timing and the places for them.
The best place to find information is newburyportpride.com.
Which is easy to remember.
It's so easy to
Newburyportpride.com.
remember, and one of our board members, Paul Goldberg, has put an incredible amount of labor into putting together a website that is easy to navigate and encompasses all of the information that somebody attending might want. Additionally, you can find us on Facebook, Newburyport Pride, and on Instagram, NBPT Pride, where we're posting events, sharing information, sharing uplifting messages, and just helping to get the word out in the community.
Well, I've been to the website, and it is also itself very festive.
Yes, yes.
And let's give a shout out to your third co-chair.
Yes, Marianne Vesey. I wish she could be here with us tonight.
So thank you all so much for all the hard work that you've done. It sounds like it's just going to be a wonderful, festive, community-wide and community-building event. So thank you for that. Tara,
Thank you.
Lori, it's been so much fun to talk to you. Thank you for coming to Port Media Open Studios to talk to us about and teach us about all the wonderful events that are planned for the first weekend in June for Newburyport Pride. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you
for
so
having
much.
us.
That's it for today, everybody. Take care and don't miss the Mutt Parade. All right, bye, everybody.